We just watched Roadhouse, 1989. What an amazing cold case. I want these movies back. What do we have to do? Do we have to let cocaine back on the streets? This movie has everything.
This movie was made by something stronger than cocaine.
Let's hear it.
Pure fucking testosterone, baby.
Patrick Swayze is Dalton.
I thought you'd be bigger.
Opinions vary.
This is my town.
I'm not afraid of him.
You got your hands full, kid.
I just think I'm looking at a dead man.
Patrick Swayze.
For that line of work, I thought you'd be bigger.
Gee, I've never heard that before.
Roadhouse.
I mean, it was directed by a guy named Rowdy Herrington.
The last name kind of kills it, but yeah.
He should.
My
just go by
name's Rowdy Herrington, sir. It's like, oh, well.
Okay, well, I got a pop quiz for you.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, here we go. Because I had to dig this up from the cold case file. How much money do you think this movie cost to make in 1989? I mean, it had everything. It had monster trucks. It had explosions. It has punches being caught by another fist. That's amazing.
$20 million.
Close, $15 million.
I wish I was dead.
But what do you think the worldwide take was?
$150 million.
$30 million.
Tell me. What the
Yeah.
What the
Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to also
Wait.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
It didn't make more than $30 million?
It just doubled its money. Well, I'm sure it made more, but this is box office.
Jared, if every guy in the world saw the movie 5 times in theaters, that math doesn't add up.
Well, I mean...
Somebody's stealing just like the bartender
talking
from the till. Because I guarantee you, every man that was alive went to see that movie at least 5 times.
That was back when movie tickets were like $3 a pop.
Math still don't work out. And then every man alive took a Muay Thai class for about a week and realized they just don't want that Dalton lifestyle.
Okay, when Roadhouse debuted in box office, where do you think it ranked when it came out in the box office, competing against K9, Field of Dreams, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Pet Sematary?
Third.
Came out in number 2 with $5 million.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's go into the director, Rowdy Herrington.
Rowdy Herrington, the bad boy of the Hamptons.
Now, I did some research on him. So his first movie that he did came out in 1988.
Wow, busy boy, though.
It was called Jack's Back.
100 years ago, there was a series of murders so grisly.
Some theorize that Jack the Ripper was a medical man. I believe that would also apply in this case.
Human mutilations so meticulous.
My brother didn't kill anybody.
That an entire city was paralyzed in fear. Now, 100 years later to the day, the Ripper has returned. Jack's back.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
I'd watch that.
Cool. It is starring James Spader. Now, I don't know if you saw the poster for this, but that James Spader is one sexy guy.
Is James Spader the guy that got in trouble for sleeping with the boys?
No, that's David Spade.
Oh, close enough.
No. It's
he's from
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he's you don't know who James
Is he in
Spader?
Roadhouse?
No.
Then I don't care.
Oh, what? So then in 1992, he came out with Gladiator.
That's when I was born.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, 1992, Gladiator?
Yep.
That movie didn't come out in 92, and
well,
he didn't direct
it. Starred Cuba Gooding Jr.
Whoa, wait, what's his name?
Cuba Gooding Jr., star of Boys in the Hood.
Mr. Tommy, you're the boy I've been looking for.
Gladiator. Nobody owns Tommy Riley. Nobody.
Wow, I've been saying it wrong forever. Oh my God, I thought his name was Cuba.
And Brian Dennehy. These guys were like MMA fighters, essentially.
Whoa.
Yeah. And you know Brian Dennehy, right?
Sure.
Shitty sheriff.
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Whoa. Get him out of there.
Damn.
Well, he wasn't very nice to Rambo. That's
Actually,
why I
you know what,
it.
though? Can I be fair with you?
Yeah.
Did Rambo cause trouble in that town?
No, he just wanted to get something to eat.
Did he, though? Because then he started causing a lot of trouble in that town.
Well, that's because they wouldn't let him in the town.
It's a nice, quiet
and
town.
He fought a war to give us the freedom.
That's a movie I'd watch. Rambo walks into the double deuce.
Right.
Rambo looks at Swayze. They both look at a waitress. They both look at each other. And then Rambo just walks out. It's not because he would have lost. And it's not because Patrick would have won. Or vice versa. They just know it's not worth the collateral damage.
Well, the reason why I'm bringing up...
the middle of the fight, there'd be 12 to 15 people dead, 6 to 8 women pregnant.
Oh.
It would just be...
Just by watching it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
'Cause they wouldn't take
I broke
time.
up with a girlfriend in high school. We watched this movie. 9 months later, she had Patrick Swayze's kid.
Oh my gosh.
Just from watching it.
It's amazing.
It broke
Did you
my
raise
heart.
him as your own?
Patrick Swayze's kid, you better believe I did.
You think right out of the gates with Jack's Back in 1988 with James Spader, and then coming out with Roadhouse. I mean, this
Hell
guy's
yeah.
trajectory is going up
Oh,
through the roof.
well, not really, though, because you did Roadhouse, and there's nowhere else to go but down once you get to the top.
I think you might be right.
Poor guy.
Because, okay, so Gladiator, the reason why I remember that movie is if you, like, punch at each other, you put your head down, the forehead is the hardest part of the body. And so that's
Not mine
would
after
break your
watching
hand.
Roadhouse.
I did notice you are wearing pleated pants, which
I
is
am.
very generous.
Well, I knew what
on
movie
all
I was
men.
coming to watch.
Yeah,
I didn't want to embarrass myself.
Do you want to know what movies came out with Gladiator in 1992?
Sure.
Top of the box
Okay.
office.
I
Wayne's
actually
World?
came here
Oh, yeah.
hoping you'd tell me. I was like, I don't know what he's going to tell me, but I hope Jared tells me what movies came out with Gladiator from 1992.
Yeah, especially the one not starring.
Right. Russell Crowe.
There it is. Wayne's World, The Lawnmower Man, Fried Green Tomatoes, and Once Upon a Crime. Okay, and then in 1993, he came out with Striking Distance with Bruce Willis and Sarah Jessica Parker. That was a budget of $30 million and had a worldwide take of $24 million.
See, his mistake was he should have ended his career after Roadhouse. Just like I directed Roadhouse. You've done your magnum opus. You're fully enlightened at that point. I would have seen how much everyone loves it, got a nice little motel room, and put the movie on repeat and just blew my brains out. Because there's nowhere else to go from there. Or have Patrick Swayze rip your throat out. Either or. Either way you go out, at least you're going out on top.
Yeah, I mean, you were right, because after Striking Distance, budget of $30 million only made a worldwide take of $24 million.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, Jared.
Yes, sir.
That is negative in the pocky.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Not
checking.
good. But that was also competing against The Fugitive,
That's a great movie.
True Romance,
That one's not bad.
The Man Without a Face, and Undercover Blues. So 1993 all the way to 1998, he did A Murder of Crows.
Cuba,
that went
huh?
straight to home video.
Cuba Gooding. I can't
And then in
believe it.
2002, a couple of years later, he did The Stick Up, going back to James Spader, and that also went straight to home video.
Ouch.
Then he also did Eyewitness in 2003, the following year, with James Spader and Jeff Daniels, went straight to home video.
Ouch.
But he got back in the box office for his final outing at Bobby Jones' Stroke of Genius. You might remember that one in 2004.
Nope.
With Jesus Jim Caviezel. That had a budget of $20 million and opened at number 16 in the box office in 1,300 screens with a worldwide take of $2 million. I thought you'd appreciate that one. I think he went into
Talk
hiding
about the
because
suspect. I mean, first off,
Yeah.
maybe we should just share with everybody how you felt about this cold case that you somehow couldn't solve for some reason. Out of the over hundreds of thousands of cold cases, why did you pick Roadhouse?
those movies are not made anymore, and
What?
I miss them terribly.
What?
Black
Right.
Rain, Roadhouse, Aliens, Terminator, Predator, Cobra. I do.
You're missing like a man's tough guy fantasy. Like, I'm going in there and I wish I was that guy, that kind of movie.
Absolutely.
Because now movies are made with a bunch of like little sissy boys, you know? It's like, hey, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to kick your ass. And then you miss. If it's okay with you, I would appreciate if possibly you and me could maybe. But if you do not want to, I completely understand. I will take 3 steps back, like that type of shit.
Of course.
But in this type of shit, in those type of movies, they just grab the girl and mush her on the face and go, mwah.
Well, no, see, they
Then
don't
they
even
fall in
have
love.
to.
They
Almost,
don't.
they're like, the woman is almost
Right.
preying upon them. Now, there was a
Yes.
shot in this movie that, okay, do you remember Jaws, the movie where all of a sudden Sheriff Brody sees the shark attack and
Yeah.
there's like this crazy zoom?
Yep,
The
yep.
background gets larger
Yep.
and then his face comes to
Yep.
the forefront. They did that same exact shot of the blonde when she noticed Patrick Swayze walk into the bar.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was this
Oh, the little
wrapped
feisty blonde.
into focus. Oh, her!
Yeah.
If you can look closely, her pupils would die.
Brad Wesley's girl.
Yeah.
The strippy girl on the
Oh, yeah.
stage.
That was great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just talk about some of the other parts of the movie. Okay, so the writers.
What was your favorite set of breasts in this film?
You tricked me last time. I didn't notice any breasts at all. In this
Really?
movie.
Because
Nope.
I thought Patrick Swayze's pectoral muscles were amazing.
I did.
And
Think
now
that-
I realize that you didn't notice those, so you're probably a homophobe. Shame on you. Go ahead. Tell
Well,
us
I
about
did
that
notice
everybody
Kelly Lynch's skin was the skin of a hot dog.
else. Her skin was very toasty.
Dude.
Let's just say you could buy her skin at Costco for $1.50.
Well, okay, the writer, story by R. Lance Hill and David Lee Henry. I like the 3 names.
That's right. Moose
All right.
lips.
So also the screenplay was written by Hilary Henkin, because she knew what women wanted in this movie, and boy, did she give it to them.
Jesus. A couple cases ago, we were talking about Hollywood hunks.
Yeah.
I think we did finally get to Patrick Swayze. I cannot remember. But boy, howdy, when you talk about a Hollywood hunk, Patrick Swayze. And they made the perfect man. He's strong and protective. He's caring and kind, but he's also tough and gritty. He's good looking, you know? Is this really a guy movie? Or is it actually a lady boner film? Because as much as we might be watching going, oh, punching, boobies, women are probably 10 times more drawn to this film.
I think it had something for every sexual orientation.
Absolutely.
I mean, go across the board.
Okay.
You got something for everybody in here.
Okay.
Yeah. You got Patrick Swayze doing Tai Chi shirtless next to a pond.
Straight people.
Oh, you got Kelly Lynch. You got Patrick Swayze.
Gay people.
You got Kelly Lynch. You got Patrick Swayze.
Bi people.
You got Kelly Lynch. You got Patrick Swayze.
Polyamorous people.
You got Kelly Lynch. You got Patrick Swayze.
Pans people.
Those are pansexuals. Oh, you got the Mercedes and stuff like that. I
Damn,
mean, you got
dude.
Sam Elliott for the androgynous too. I mean, that hair was gorgeous.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh. You lift up your shirt, pull down your pants a little bit. Now, if you try to show me your C-section scar, you know, I wasn't upset about that at all when Sam Elliott did that.
No.
I mean,
As soon as he pulled down those pants and showed that scar, a little bit of his pubic bone was there,
Yeah.
she was gone. She's like, sorry, Dalton, I gotta go.
of course, she did. She's like, oh, I gotta go to
I'm
work.
starting to think Dalton might have stabbed him at the end. Stay away from his girl.
Well, he kind of did. He did grab the handle and twist it a little bit.
Didn't
He
he?
really twisted the knife
Dalton
on him,
Hospital.
didn't he? Okay, let's talk about the fucking names in this movie.
Dude.
Wade Garrett.
Wade Garrett.
Oh, gosh. Let me read you some
Tillman.
of these quotes that I read.
Yeah,
Okay,
how about what are some of your favorite quotes?
Okay, here we go. Wounds. Those are just caused by nature. Wait, fuck, I forgot
Nope.
how to say it. Okay, an elevator in an outhouse.
Calling me sir is like putting an elevator in an outhouse. It just don't belong.
Does a hobby horse have a wooden dick?
Yep.
I like that
They
one.
don't. So I didn't understand that because the answer to that was yes.
They apparently have wooden dicks.
Why would a hobby horse have a dick?
Because it's...
Oh, my bad.
I don't know. There we go. Wounds are just caught. Shit, I can't get this. It sounded so much cooler when he said it.
Okay, well, everything he said sounded so fucking badass in this movie. And the thing about him is he's a man of little words.
Did you know Keith David was in this movie?
I did.
That was the best thing ever.
That was good.
It was also a tragedy that he was only the bartender.
Maybe it was just a hangout friendship. Yeah, I'll just plop in here. It'll be fun.
Oh, I love this catchphrase. Too many brains to have an ass like that.
Yep, I've been told that many a times.
I've been meaning to tell you, Santiago shouldn't talk to you that way.
Well, I've been told
You should
that.
really stand up for yourself.
I get told
and
that
say
probably
to
3
you.
times a day.
Yeah. The cinematography in that movie was Dean Cundy.
The movie could have been done by any of the flop artists we've had thrown in the chokey in this fucking precinct in the past 20 episodes, and it still would come out great. And no, Patrick Swayze is a Texas boy, and his mother is a dancer. She had a dance studio. She taught people ballet. Interestingly enough, he also did football. He hurt his knee, and if you watch Dirty Dancing, he had a tough time through some of the takes because of his injuries. Movies That Made Us, they have a Dirty Dancing episode.
Really?
Watch that. It's so interesting. His wife is there talking about Patrick Swayze and, you know, and his determination. And man, the guy was he's a macho man on and off screen. And it's just so interesting.
You
to
brought
think like
that up now.
I
You said
did,
that,
I did.
During the movie, you're like,
Yes.
wow. He just comes in and he takes Kelly Lynch and he's like, we're leaving.
Yes,
We're going. And then
yes.
you're like, women love that. And I said,
It's
whoa, whoa,
so
whoa, whoa.
weird, right.
You also have to have a pre-existing relationship with them before you
See,
can just
well,
say
now that makes sense.
I had to clarify.
Because I've gotten in a lot of trouble at a lot of gas stations for shit like that. Until I'm going to stop tonight.
Jonathan, she doesn't know who you
But
are.
for the last 20 years, every time I went to a hospital, I'd do that.
Any blonde wearing glasses
Any
looking
blonde-
at x-rays?
yes.
You immediately go up to him and say, we should leave.
Yes. You know, it's interesting, though, because I was talking to you during the movie, and I know we're taking off track here, but
There is no track.
like something Patrick Swayze would do. Here's the thing. Life isn't really like this.
What do
right?
you mean? Wait, whoa.
As a child growing up, you watch movies and get inspired, and you can't wait to have those experiences. You're going to beat people up at bars. You're going to bet all the women you want. You're going to be a fucking cool Zen dude.
Wandering from town to town.
Right.
Looking for trouble.
Right.
And you're going to set things straight.
Yes. And then you grow up. Life ain't like that. It's kind of a bummer, you know?
So in real life, how do you think this would have played out?
Here's the problem with your story.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have found me inside a bar.
Oh.
You would have maybe you would have found me like behind the bar crying because somebody just punched me in the gut. See, that's the problem. It's really disappointing
Who
when
punched you in the gut?
any of the women in the
Was
bar.
it one of the women you told me you need to leave now? You're like, we gotta go.
But I think that's the problem, right? But by the time you're done watching it, you go, man, when this movie's over, I'm going to be Patrick Swayze. And I bet he's so fucking cool.
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
he drives
At
a
40
motorcycle.
years old, you can't stay up all night drinking beer and smoking cigarettes for breakfast.
No, you can't.
I eat like a Big
Easily.
Mac past 9 o'clock on a Friday, and I am done for weeks.
All right, I'm taking you off track, Jay. I'm sorry.
No, there is no track.
There's no track anymore?
No, this cold case.
There's nothing to solve.
It's transcended the case file.
I just think the movie itself is just so.
Yeah.
It's just like a guy's fantasy. It's just such a badass
Well, why?
flick.
Okay, I gotta ask you a question because was this
Okay.
Patrick Swayze's best role? Has he ever been in another action movie like this?
I don't know.
I don't think so. It
Don't you
doesn't
feel like
come to
Dirty
mind.
Dancing is the same character as Dalton, but then he just grew up?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well,
dude.
because he was never okay. This is the difference between the likely hero of what was that movie called?
Prey.
Prey. Yes. Ever out to prove himself?
No. See, the thing about Dalton is he went out to do a job.
And they showed you that in almost the first scene.
Yes.
Because, okay, Dalton's got this reputation.
Right.
Just like in the Western of
White
White
Earp's
Earp's got a reputation.
You're so smart comparing this to a Western because I've seen this movie a million times and I've never looked at it as a Western, and it's totally just a modern Western.
Yeah, it is.
You're so smart.
Dalton's got a reputation. This guy gets out an 80s switchblade. Goes, Dalton, I always wanted a piece of you. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, all right, we'll take it outside. You think, as an audience member, Dalton's going to totally kick some ass. You're going to see what this guy's made of right away. And guess what happens? He's like, well, guess what? The threat's outside. I'm walking back in. That's not a guy looking to prove himself at all because he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to. He's a very confident man.
Yeah.
He has a degree from NYU.
And that's what I've been telling Captain
philosophy.
too, because that's why I don't do any paperwork ever,
Why?
ever,
Why?
ever. I don't
Why
have to
not?
prove myself. Dude, I have balls big enough that you would think they'd come in by dump truck.
That's not.
And then I would
No,
say,
hang on.
but you don't
No.
look like much to me.
no,
And I would say that right to Captain,
Well, you-
dead in the eyes. And he'll just watch the fucking sun go down behind me because I ain't backing
Hang
down
on, you
anymore.
just said
And I will
you
not
have
do that
balls
paperwork.
big enough, but you made it sound like the dump truck has to deliver your big ass balls.
No, that's
Between you and me, you have to prove yourself. You are on the chopping block. He probably will be firing you very soon. You do not pull your weight around this precinct.
word on the street is
Okay.
this movie's going to be remade
Oh yeah, you told me that.
today.
The movie cannot be made today.
It said
First
it right
off,
on the VHS tape that I put in the movie for you.
There's this weird thing where now you have to like jam pack certain people into certain roles. In this movie, there's not one female bouncer.
So, question:
Yes.
Ronda Rousey was rumored to be
Oh, really?
in this remake,
Right.
not this one with Jake Gyllenhaal, but in before she joined the WCW or something.
Wait.
like
So
that.
is she gonna be in the remake or not?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. Dalton, if they keep Dalton the same because he's a cool dude, he'll accept it. But there'll be another bound like women can't bounce.
Do you think Jake Gyllenhaal will be Dalton?
Who's he gonna be?
He could also be Jimmy Dimples.
Why would he be Jimmy Dimples?
I want to see him in a denim cutoff sleeve shirt.
You'll see him in a denim cutoff. That's the other thing. Oh, and it's a bad time to do a remake. They don't. Amazon doesn't have the nut sack.
Do they know
to
who's
make this
directing
movie
it at all?
You know who I want to see in the new remake of this movie?
What? Who?
John Tapper from Bar Rescue. John Tapper from Bar Rescue?
Don't even know.
He's like a 6'8" giant, built like a linebacker, and he goes around the country fixing up bars on Spike TV. I'd love to see him in this movie. He should be the bar owner of the first bar. That'd be so great because John
All right.
Tapper's cool, man.
Well, let's cast it. Jake Gyllenhaal is.
I would
in
have
this movie.
cast
Who
it.
should
I'd
he
like
play?
River Phoenix. I'd like to get him on the line and have him Beyond it, because he did a couple good movies, and I'm waiting for his next movie to come out.
I got real bad news.
What's up?
I think he died a few years after this movie was released. Viper Room. He was supposed to perform in the Viper Room that night.
Okay.
Guess who kicked him off fucking stage?
Who?
Johnny Depp. He was like, "You're not playing with Flea
my God.
from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
Get your ass out of here."
Why was Johnny
River
Depp allowed to
Phoenix
kick him out?
decides all he wants to do, goes into the bathroom, does a bad case of heroin, dies.
Are you trying to blame the death of River Phoenix on Johnny Depp right now?
That's what this whole trial was about. With him and Amber Heard.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you didn't hear?
People are starting to call her Amber Turd.
No.
Because her movies are shit, right?
She's a treasure.
Oh, okay.
Don't ever speak ill of her again.
Wow.
All right.
I've never seen
So
somebody have
we're
such
casting
a wrong opinion.
Dalton as Jake Gyllenhaal.
I guess so.
So
No, you're casting Jake Gyllenhaal as Dalton.
That's the Shyamalan twist. Okay, who's gonna play Jimmy?
Jimmy can be played by Billy from Stranger Things.
Yes,
I would like that.
That guy is so creepy looking. Okay, no, I like Billy. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good one.
Okay.
That's perfect.
And that's
yeah,
just
the
'cause
lifeguard.
I can't
who
think of-
banged all the older women.
Yes, and then
Of course.
died.
That's
Spoilers.
how I patent my life
There
after.
you go. Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
We should play the old man who's taking over the town.
Oh, Brad Wesley?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I didn't know that this whole movie Roadhouse was a indictment against J.C. Penney's coming in and taking over small town business.
It wasn't.
Oh, okay. I think the new Jake Gyllenhaal movie, Roadhouse,
Right.
is going to be about Walmart coming in and taking over small business.
If they got nuts, which they don't,
Yeah.
it'll be about Amazon putting up a factory and getting rid of small
Can you
business.
call a bar
Hell
Double
yeah.
Deuce anymore?
No, you got to call it Equality Rocks.
Oh, boy. What's going to be?
It's going to be called Equality on the Rocks?
Oh, no. That actually sounds like Equality's in trouble then. Okay.
Yes, it's just not going to be a good movie. If I'm making my movie,
Yes.
I would cast
There you go.
a little bit too old, but I do Al Pacino as Brad Wesley.
No, that actually works. I like that.
Who would you pick as Brad Wesley?
Andy Garcia.
So you would put Andy Garcia in as Brad
Yeah.
and you nailed it.
That guy sounds
okay, take out
badass.
Al,
Yeah.
throwing in Andy Garcia.
Yeah. Because he's got that like calm, cool demeanor.
Yes.
And he can just kill you with 2 words.
Who you putting in as the dime piece doctor? Andy Garcia. Says here you're
Do you want
a cop.
vodka on the rocks? Let's just say we get nipple to nipple.
There's a package over here.
Yeah?
I opened it.
Thank you.
The little tape don't fit in any of our VHSs.
Well, it's top secret. It's from my informant, Rio Holwheat.
Oh.
All right? And I'm going to play that right now.
Gentlemen, good morning. Rio Holwheat on assignment, undisclosed location. You guys are asking me to look into Roadhouse 1989. Couple of facts here. Patrick Swayze, born on August 18th, 1952. So say happy birthday to him this month. Back to the point. Did all of his own stunts, bruises, busted knees, broken ribs. All this stuff keeps him from doing The Predator 2. Look at this. My dog's barking in the background. I got to put him down. But you know what? That's a godsend because then we get to enjoy him in the movie Ghost. But you know what's fun about this movie? Ben Gazzara, Sam Elliott in Roadhouse, go on to be in the movie The Big Lebowski, Jackie Treehorn. That's amazing. I love that guy. The dancing is over. Let's get dirty. You know, this is a movie that's not intended for children. That's why I never saw it. Came out when I was 8 years old. So good thing my parents guarded me from a movie full of violence and nudity. I resent them to this day. Swayze passes on the straight-to-DVD sequel of Roadhouse 2. Swayze doesn't make movies that go straight to DVD. We know this. I'm going to close on this. Patrick Swayze said this, and I agree with it. Good-looking people turn me off, including myself. Gentlemen, by the way, have the captain start paying me in Bitcoin because I can't cash these checks. I need the Bitcoin, not a check. Rio Holwheat out.
Oh my God, you're bleeding. What, are you shot? How did that happen?
Natural causes.
Rio out.